Hello, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make these floral heart hoops. I didn't make these for Valentine's Day, but you can make them for any occasion, and all you're going to need is a heart hoop or a hoop of your choice. It doesn't have to be a heart shape, and 22 gauge wire. I am using 14 inches of 22 gauge wire, number 22 gauge wire, and all you're going to do is start wrapping the wire on the heart base. So you want to wrap this around 3 times and make sure you tuck in the excess wire so it won't be like sharp or anything. So here I'm adding a floral bead cap and I'm also adding a bead onto it. So all you're going to do right here is just wrap that bead, wrap the flower onto the base. And you're going to give it 3 turns around the base and just make sure that it's tight and secure. For this design to stay on the and not move around the hoop, you have to make sure that each loop that you're making is staying really tight around it, right? So now we're going to make the big flower. So you're adding 2 beads at the top, and on the bottom you go ahead and add 3 beads. That way we can get that that floral shape onto the base, right? So right here you can see me just adjusting it, and the same thing, we're gonna wrap it around the base right there, and then we're gonna bring the wire back up, like we're gonna give it a turn through the back, bring it up, and once you bring it up, you're going to add I'm using a gold plated bead. Right here you can see it, and there you can see how the flower is looking, right? So again, we made sure to wrap it tightly around the base, and we slide it a bit over so we can add our next I think I made this into like a little floral bud, you know, like when the flower is already like about to bloom, so it's like a little red bead, and then I added a green drop. This is I think 4mm drop, I'm not sure, but it's just a little drop, and all you're gonna do is wrap it around the base as well, as you can see right here. And next we're going to make another little flower, and this one I'm using 2mm beads, and the same thing as the big one, you want to wrap 3 on the bottom, you bring the wire up, and then you add the next 2 beads, and you can see there we have a little shape of a flower. And again, we just keep on wrapping it on the base, and then we add our little gold plated bead to it. This design is very simple, and you can make it in a variety of colors. I ended up making them in lilac and in black and custom colors as well, and it looks really pretty. So now we're going to do what I call the tulip, and right here it's the same thing. You wrap the drop on one side, as you can see right here, and then you take the other drop, you wrap it again, and you're just going to adjust it and wrap it against the base. But since it's all wire, all you're doing is adjusting the beads, and I like using 22 gauge because it makes everything feel a little more secure, right? So right here we just wrap it once around the base, and once we wrap it around the base to secure the little leaves, right, quote unquote leaves, we're gonna add the bead, and all you're gonna do is finish it off by wrapping it 3 times around the base. When you cut, you want to make sure that you cut the wire as close to the base as possible, and make sure you like close it with your pliers, right? Right here, I'm just gonna slide that a little bit down, and there you have your floral heart hoops. And like I said, you can make them in any color. They look so beautiful. And if you want more tutorials,